Senior High School!
Hello, we are from Miami Killian Senior High School. My name is Kamal.
I'm Haley.
I'm Ricardo.
I'm Yasmin.
I'm Nicole Delgado.
I'm Daniel.
And I'm Desel.
And we are Food for Food.
We envision reducing food waste today will reduce greenhouse emissions in the environment tomorrow.
Food for Food educates our school community on food waste and climate change. By addressing this issue, we will stop the climate crisis in Miami.
We are combating climate change in Miami through a multifaceted approach, including a climate action plan and an educational campaign at Miami Killian Senior High.
After listening to Yoka's message, we were inspired to tackle her challenge. Our solution is to reduce gas emissions by reducing food waste.
Food waste contributes to up to 10% of greenhouse gases. And in our own cafeteria schools in America, in the United States, over 530,000 pounds of food is thrown away each year. Overproduction and transportation of this food all contributes to carbon dioxide levels, which over time will increase the sea level rise within Miami.
Our Florida Keys will eventually be submerged, and Miami Beach will suffer from flooding, which will negatively impact our businesses like hotels, restaurants, because they'll be inaccessible to our public and our tourists. Sea level rise will destroy our homes, and we'll have to relocate by 2090, and we may even have to do so as early as 2040.
Guys, it's not that far away. We're gonna be in our 30s.
Thank you, Haley. We started our educational campaign by carrying out presentations that inform students on climate change, food waste, greenhouse emissions, how climate change impacts our community, and most importantly, composting. Our solution, at first, we had insufficient number of volunteers, so we expanded beyond clubs and programs, and we presented to our ACE environmental management class and our literature class.
In only one day, we assembled our garden and repurposed raised garden beds. This was through tilling as well as layering new fertilized garden soil.
We worked really hard on it. So first of all, we take our food scraps from our school's cafeteria and we reuse them to make organic compost. Then we use that compost to fertilize our garden. Excuse me. Then, the most important part of our plan, how could I forget? We supply these vegetables to our culinary program so they can reuse this and completing the cycle of turning food waste into food. Additionally, throughout our presentation, our solution most likely, but we learned how to garden. I had never gardened before. 10 out of 10 recommend. Then we learned how to cook with our culinary director, and she taught us how to cook fried rice. And a little insider tip, if you're gonna cook it, you need to hear the sizzling, otherwise it's just steamed. Additionally, we had a big impact in the sense that we had our culinary director incorporate composting into her curriculum permanently.
Our statistics come from questionnaires that were distributed before and after our presentations. But this was challenging because 11% of our students neglected our post questionnaires. But this was solved through including a QR code in our presentation. After our presentations, 50% of our student body suggested that they learned more on the study of food impacts. Sorry.
We contacted Tony Sutton, the financial manager of Accurcio Farms, and he gave us contacts to local farmers, specialized seeds, and insider tips on how to maintain our healthy garden. We were at Home Depot buying 24 packs of soil, and we negotiated a discount on any materials to carry out the rest of our solution.
Then Yoka's been getting around because we also contacted the Clio Institute, and she offered to present the issue of climate change at her school. Sorry.
It's okay.
Yoka suggested we create bilingual presentations and hold a school night where we can explain our solution and its importance to our family and friends, enhancing our inner circle. We will also expand our solution to other high schools in Miami-Dade by reaching out to their environmental clubs.
We reached over 539 accounts on Instagram and amassed over 267 followers, which is more than 20% of our school's population. We were also able to get 114 students and teachers to join us on the Remind app.
Our solution began with the creation of our garden, where we planted tomatoes, cucumbers, and other vegetables.
We wanted to educate our community on why our solution is needed through presentations in selected classes where students were open to engagement.
Y'all give it up for Miami Killian High School! I don't hear anything. Hurry up.
Thank you, Aspen Challenge.
Yoka,
Tony,
Mayor Gelber,
Miss Edgehart.
Miss Copa.
And everyone who supported our solution.
we are food for food.
Food for food. Are you ready for some questions from the judges?
Of course.
I know you are. Judges, the floor is yours.
So I was impressed that you reached out to a farm. The Curcio Farm seems like that has a lot of potential. Could you describe more how you see that could grow and develop over the next year or two?
We first contacted, he was actually first person we reached to, because how could we do composting without contacting a farmer? He, like we said, he gave us specialized seeds so that they would grow further. And he suggested that we give away our compost so people can start their own garden, because that's an issue that we are having. Farmers are getting pushed out of their industry because of even bigger industries. So he suggested that we give our compost so we can continue with that.
If I could only add to that, he also suggested that we send our compost or any provisions that we may have to small community gardens, such as maybe ones that are not as economically stable at the moment. So we will continue to do that if possible. Thank you.
I have a question. Great job. About your actual compost site, what does it look like? Tell us a little bit about what that looks like. Is it on campus?
Yes, the compost site is on campus. It's right outside our cafeteria and near our garden. So our compost site, we really tried to keep it as not stinky as possible. So we're only collecting like banana peels, oranges, paper napkins from our cafeteria and adding dried leaves to our compost, because it is also near the baseball field and we don't want our baseball games to stink.
Correct.
I would also like to add that I feel like we didn't get the chance to drive in the point that we have volunteers that are helping with our compost. While we were not presenting, but we were listening, and we had texts from students that wanted to compost today. We have that student engagement. And as we said, we incorporated it into the curriculum. So it was an extra credit grade, and Ms. Monroe, our culinary director, is willing to continue this into the following year.
For any other school that would like to implement this wonderful initiative, elsewhere, what would you say are, to use culinary language, the essential ingredients that that school would have to bring together to be as successful as you clearly have been?
Well, we needed drive. You need to be passionate about wanting to stop climate change, and other schools can do exactly what we're doing. We can present to their environmental club, help them start, because that is the hardest part, starting. Once you start, you can continue. And if we show them how easy it is to go around the cafeteria with a bucket and saying, "Hi guys, are you gonna get your banana?" or "Can I get your banana peel?" They can do it too. And we always want them to, we can fundraise to buy our composter, because in the perfect world, we have all the money to buy everything we need, but there are some things we just need to do.
All right, y'all give it up for Miami Killian High School!